My name is Tanni GREY Thompson. I'm a Paralympian, and I now sit as an independent crossbench peer in the House of Lords, so I'm involved in politics. I was born with spina bifida, and I could walk till I was about 7, and then I became paralysed. My spine collapsed and it severed my spinal cord. And there were loads of people around my parents who told them about all the things I would never do because I was in a wheelchair. So at 7, my parents were told I was never going to go to university, I was never going to get a job, I was never going to get married. You know, I was 7. And my parents didn't believe any of that. They just said that's nonsense. And they brought me up to believe that education was important. And they brought me up to believe that if someone had a problem with me being in a wheelchair, it was their problem, not mine. And this was, years before the social model existed. And my parents were just amazing. They just wanted me to be the best that I could. So I didn't feel disabled. I knew that there were things that were hard for me to do because I was in a wheelchair. If there's a whole pile of steps, that's quite hard. But I didn't feel second class because I was disabled. And then it's only as I got older that I realised actually that's how a lot of disabled people are made to feel, or they're made to feel that they can't do things. And that's a real shame, because actually I grew up thinking I could do anything I wanted. It's in a country where we've got loads of old buildings, still you're kind of sent round the back, because that's okay, just to kind of, it's fine if you don't want to use the main entrance. And there still is this sort of slightly patronising tone at times to what we should be grateful for. And actually, I think we should be able to do whatever we want and do it in the same way, but recognise that, it's expensive to change some of the things in this country, but that doesn't mean that we have to be grateful. And I think there's still a lot of the attitude towards a lot of disabled people is still that you're brave and marvellous and wonderful. When I was competing, the number of times people would say to me, "Oh, that's so brave because you do the marathon." No, I trained for it. I train 15, 18 times a week, 50 weeks a year. That's not brave. That's what I do. People who don't know me, I think, have lower expectations of what I can do because I'm in a wheelchair. I'd say, certainly several times a year, if I'm in a shop paying for something, people will say to me, "Put your money back in your purse." Yeah, no, I was going to throw it on the floor. But then if they know me as the Paralympian or as the peer, then I get treated very differently. Right. And what's really hard is that, for some people it is unbelievably difficult to get up, get dressed, get up out of the house in the morning. And for me it's not. But then I think sometimes we're all treated the same, as if, we're kind of brave because we're facing the world. And actually there's a lot of people who don't have a visible disability who find it equally hard to get out of bed in the morning and get up and get dressed and get out. But we're not great at recognising what it takes people to achieve different things.